say I love you, it's not because I want you, or because I can't have you. I love what you are, what you do.
Sorry. It's so cute. I'm so alone. So here we are, the beginning of the end. I'm about to watch the very last 3 episodes of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I don't know how to feel. This whole thing feels so surreal. I don't have the words to express how weird this whole thing feels. Buffy has been such a huge part of my life these past 3 years. I can't believe it's been 3 years, and it feels so sad to end it, but I'm also excited to see how this show concludes. I'm also excited for the shows I'm going to be watching in the future. But this was such a huge chapter in my life, and I had an absolute blast watching this. And yeah, it's coming to an end, and I'm freaking out about it, but there's nothing I can do about it because it's going to end unless I just stop watching it, in which case I'm sure you will murder me, but that's always an option. Just me not ever watching the final episode of this show, and then what? It'll live forever in my head. It will never end. It's fine. But yes, today we are gonna be watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 7, Episode 20, called Touched. I need to be touched. Oh my god, why did I start a video like that? I just meant like, I need a hug. Because yes, this is a lot. Oh god, I'm just rambling. I'm so sorry. Let's not talk about it. Let's just focus solely on the plot of Buffy. Let's forget about everything else. So, in the previous episode, Buffy got kicked out of her house. That was fun. That was certainly something that happened. I'm curious to see how they're gonna handle this plot line. It definitely feels like way too late into the game to do something like this, because either, okay, obviously haven't seen it yet, so I'm not judging it completely, but it just feels so random to do these 3 episodes before the end of the show. Like, unless they're gonna keep them on bad terms, like the Scoobies with Buffy, I feel like no matter what they do, it will feel too rushed to like add all of this into it, because in my head, for this storyline to make any sort of sense or be executed well, Buffy needs to be away from the group at least for this 1 episode, and then we'd only have 2 more episodes after that where she can get back together with her friends and then have hopefully a happy ending. But I guess also this is Buffy, so this show might not have a happy ending. I don't know. Then I guess all of this works. Maybe this will end the way season 2 ended, where Buffy just leaves at the very end, leaves Sunnydale, leaves her friends behind, because all of this was too much for her, too much burden has been put on her, and she'll just dip. That'd be something, wouldn't it? But yes, I'm curious what they're gonna do with this. I'm curious what Buffy's going to do now that she's been kicked out of her own house. And yeah, I'm also just kind of excited to see Faith as a leader. I am very much so here for that plot though. I think it's gonna be very interesting. And I really wonder if maybe Faith will have like a bit of a bigger appreciation for Buffy and everything Buffy has been doing and being a leader. Like, Faith never really had to be that just yet. So I think this is going to be really interesting and really good for her. And I cannot wait to see all the development Faith will get through this leadership position. And yeah, I'm just excited to see everybody, see if they're, feeling any sort of remorse, or are they regretting their decision to kick Buffy out, maybe in the daylight, or are they just gonna stick to their guns? I have no idea. So yeah, I'm very curious about this episode, especially, because we are kicking off the final 3. I wonder if all of these are gonna connect or not. For the past couple of seasons, the last episodes were all like basically a 4-parter where like an episode ended off and then the other picked right back up where we left off in the previous episode. So I'm really wondering if they're gonna do something similar for these last 3 episodes, or are there gonna be like, small time jumps between like the episodes where it's like, oh, a week has gone by. I don't know. I really hope they can make it like a 3-parter extravaganza or something, because I mean, it is the series finale, so I really hope they're gonna do something epic with it. But yeah, if you guys are interested, the full and unedited reaction to this is up on my Patreon. The link to that is gonna be in the description down below. And let's just jump straight into it.
Power to the people. You sound like a child of the 70s.
What I'm saying is, we're in charge of ourselves. Listen, guys, let's try not to freak out. All I'm saying is, now that Buffy's not here, we finally have some say in how and when we lose our necks.
Good for you.
We're all on death's door, repeatedly ringing the doorbell like maniacal Girl Scouts trying to make quota.
I'm thinking that maybe everyone here shouldn't have a say.
We just have to find some way of having...
Now we're like, oh, maybe Buffy was right.
I just wonder if those of us who've been here longer should have more of a say.
Oh, so you mean Buffy, who's been here the longest?
It's for the best.
Anyway, one of those you countries.
Then why do I feel
like
like
here.
this?
Only we had the system which allowed it.
We've got to stay cool. That's the only way we're going to get through this. Can everyone handle that?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we'll get some rest.
Can they though?
It won't seem so...
All the lights on the whole street just went out. Which means the people from the power company have got the hell out of Sunnydale.
That's so funny. Jesus Christ. Oh, she's just gonna break into a random house. Honestly, smart. Oh,
Don't move.
less smart.
Get out of my house.
Hey. I thought the place would be empty. I was looking for a place to crash. No, you really should leave.
Can't just kick me out of my own house.
Why not? That's what all the cool kids are doing nowadays.
Oh, Buffy, sweetie, leave this poor man alone.
It's not your house. It's not your town. Not anymore.
Buffy, this was very, very rude of you. I know you're sad and all, but like, what the fuck?
I spy with my little eye something that begins with a T.
Tapestry.
Hey, good one. How did you...
Tapestry is the only thing in the whole bloody room.
They're so cute.
And every minute we're stuck here, the Slayer's out there facing hell knows what.
Come on, what's the worst thing that could happen to her?
Oh. Oh.
All right. I don't want to die.
Don't worry. It's far more likely you'll live long enough to watch most of your friends die first. And then you'll die.
Anya, always with the words of comfort.
Are you thinking of attacking the Bringers?
Maybe, or, okay, we could kidnap one.
And what? Hold it ransom?
Yeah, I'll get the magazines and start ripping out the letters now.
Interrogate it? What do you mean, Kennedy?
I'm saying we think about getting us a bringer and making it talk. Find out info on the First and Caleb that way.
How do you think we should catch one if they don't want to be found?
We'll use one of the Slayerettes as bait.
I thought things would be different now, but you keep shutting me down.
Things are different because now I'm your boss.
Let's go, Faith.
I'm your leader, which means I go first and I make the rules and the rest of you follow after me. Is that clear? So Kennedy, back the hell off and let me do my job, all right?
Get it, Faith. But this also feels kind of very similar to what Buffy was saying. So like, what was the point in kicking her out?
You realize what will happen if the Slayer and her girls get it, don't you?
They won't.
Get what?
Because you're going to kill all of them. And everyone they know.
Hallelujah.
Amen to that. I'm so excited. Yay. Oh yeah, we are using Kennedy as bait, aren't we? For a bringer? Oh, Jesus Christ. Nice one, child. Look at him. He must have been a cowboy in the previous life.
Bringer's dumb.
You're expecting what, a Rhodes Scholar?
Dumb as in mute.
Someone ripped out its tongue.
Oh, gross.
Oh, so no tongue and no eyes? These poor guys.
There's an old conjuration that the ancient Turks used to communicate with the dying.
Oh, yeah. I think I've read a translation of that.
There's a translation of it?
Don't speak Turkish?
Would this help us with Mr. No Tongue?
Yeah, I think so.
I love Dawn. She's so smart.
We got some information. But you know what? I really need to urinate.
Alright, well maybe leave the food behind.
He's a breath of fresh air, isn't he? Thank God I don't breathe. So, I think we got a lead. Where's Buffy?
She's not.
I think she's out for a stroll, actually.
While you were gone, we all got together and talked out some disagreements that we were having.
Not what I would call what happened, but sure.
Buffy decided that it would be best for
Oh,
all
she
of us
decided that.
if she took a little time off, a little breather.
Not how I remember it, but okay.
So, Buffy took some time off right in the middle of the apocalypse, and it was her decision.
Yeah, she actually went to a spa.
You sad, sad, ungrateful traitors. Who do you think you are?
We're her friends. We just want...
Oh, that's ballsy of you. You're her friends, and you betray her like this.
You don't understand.
You know,
He has some points.
you used to be the big man, didn't you? The teacher, all full of wisdom. Now she surpassed you, and you can't handle it. She has saved your lives.
Again, he has some points.
Time for speech giving is over. Save your lack of breath.
All right.
Oh my god. Okay, that's not how we should handle things. Can he smell her? Is he gonna follow his scent? Her scent?
Maybe I should rough him up a little. Andrew.
Quiet.
I don't know, guys. That should have worked.
I say I'm part of the great darkness.
Somebody needs a reality check.
Or a muzzle. I'm only a fragment of the we. We work as one to serve the first.
Oh my god, he's talking through Andrew.
We build an arsenal beneath the dirt. We obey the commands of our teacher, Caleb.
Wait, could we go back?
Teacher?
We watch your efforts and are not scared. We will laugh at you as you die. What the bananas? You are so lucky that you did not just magically decapitate me.
Uh-huh, right. Oh my god.
We need to find a subterranean space large enough to house an armory.
I feel used and violated, and I need a lozenge.
Oh, hey, Buffy. How you doing, buddy? No way, is that Spy? He wouldn't be able to come in, would he? How did he come in?
Do you realize I could just walk in here?
Yeah,
No
that's
inviting
weird.
needed. This town really is theirs now, isn't it?
That's crazy.
Makes me
It
want to...
wasn't just Faith. It was all of them. And it's not like they were wrong.
Spike is like, shit, I should have beat them all up. I'll be back, Buffy. Give me 10 minutes, please.
You were right. Caleb is trying to protect something from you. And I think you were spot on all the way. I think it's at the vineyard.
I think so too.
I don't feel very right.
Okay,
You're not fooling
sweetie.
me. Well, you're not a quitter.
Watch me.
You were their leader.
Honey, sweetie, no.
Tomorrow we fight.
Tomorrow. Good night, Faye.
Oh god, okay.
You're doing just fine.
Oh, you're doing just fine. I thought he said the danger is fun.
I'd say better than fine. I'd say you're doing a bang-up job.
Get out.
I think, you know, a hello or a nice to see you might be a little more welcome. It's the end of humanity, Faith, not the end of courtesy.
You're wasting your time. I know who you are, what you are.
Your daddy!
But I'm also me, Richard Wilkins III, late mayor and founder of Sunnydale. Here, I'll prove it to you. Ask me a question only I know the answer to. Something like, where did I hide the moon pies in my office? Or who was my favorite character in Little Women?
Okay, so
Meg.
that's why the first is so good at pretending to be other people. Because it's actually them.
You keep throwing the HE double hockey sticks around, pretty soon the girls are gonna pick up on it. Then what? You're doing a great job with them, by the way. Much better than Buffy ever did. You were smart to kick her out.
That's not what we...
That's definitely what you did.
Buffy will always see you as a killer, not as a person. And now you have.
That can't be true, right?
All she needs is an excuse, and she'll finish what she started when she stuck that knife in your belly. You stay on
No,
guard,
she will
Faith.
not.
Buffy's dangerous. If you're not careful, she'll destroy you.
Faith, please don't listen to him, please.
You can get them back.
Can, maybe, should. Just so tired.
They need you.
Oh, sweetie.
It's a bloody chaos over there without you.
It is?
Yeah. Yeah. It's, there's junk. Everyone's very scared and unkempt.
Sounds dire.
I didn't see a lot. Came, hit Faith a bunch of times and left.
Really? I mean, not that I'm glad.
Oh, you say the word and she...
Definitely not glad.
I'll make it look like a painful accident.
How romantic.
That's my problem. I say the word, some girl dies. Every time.
Oh, sweetie.
These are girls. But I got killed.
Well, you didn't mean to.
I cut myself off from them. I knew I was gonna lose some of them, and I didn't.
You don't want to get attached?
I've always cut myself off. I've always... Being the Slayer made me different, but it's my fault I stayed that way.
Well, you can still change.
People are always trying to connect to me. I just slip away. You should know.
Oh, come on.
Cheer me up.
You're insufferable.
Thank you.
I'm not trying to cheer you up. I follow my blood, which doesn't exactly rush in the direction of my brain.
So I make a lot of mistakes, a lot of wrong bloody calls. 100+ years, and there's only one thing I've ever been sure of. You. When I say I love you, it's not because I want you, or because I can't have you. It has nothing to do with me. I love what you are.
Oh, please stop. This is so sweet.
I've seen your kindness and your strength. I've seen the best and the worst of you. And I understand with perfect clarity exactly what you are.
Ah, he still loves her for it.
You're the one, Buffy.
I don't want to be the one.
Oh, she's so fucking
I don't want to be
traumatized.
this good-looking and athletic. We all have crosses to bear.
Oh, this is exactly what Buffy needed to hear.
Could you stay here?
Sure.
That's so cute.
Diabolical torture device, the comfy chair. Do me fine.
No. I mean, here.
Ooh.
Will you just hold me?
Oh, come on. 3 episodes away from the end, and maybe I will become a Buffy shipper at the end after all.
Deep down, you always wanted Buffy to accept you. Why do you think that is?
You a shrink now?
You keep looking for love and acceptance. The truth is, nobody will ever love you.
Thank you so much.
Not the way I love you.
Get out.
Thank
If I
God,
ever
dude.
see-
Thank God.
I'll always be with you, Firecracker. In everything you do.
Oh my God.
Shouldn't sneak up like that.
Jesus Christ.
Are you sure you're all right?
What, you want to rap about my problems now? You looking to be the guy who puts the pal in principle for me?
Oh, Faith, sweetie.
Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just...
Falling into all the bad patterns.
It was the first.
Let's go. She's talking about it. Yay.
Man, look at that. My hand's shaking. Demons, vampires, women in the penitentiary system, none of that freaks me out.
Just a boss? And he's got you shaking like this? Wouldn't give you a raise, huh?
Yeah, right?
It was my mother when it came to me. And I mean, it was her, right down to the perfume.
Sorry.
That must be so difficult to see.
When it came to you, the first tell the truth?
Yeah.
It said to watch out for Buffy, that Buffy's dangerous.
Well, what do you think?
Faith, I beg of you.
Tomorrow, then?
Forget about tomorrow. This is tonight.
Oh.
Am I out of line?
Hey, you're the leader.
Cute. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
What happened to the girls?
Looks like there's only one girl here.
But what about the other ones with their sleeping bags and their headgear and their snoring and...
Willow?
They're not here, are they?
No, you guys are alone.
Guess I'm a little scared.
It's probably stupid to ask why, huh? Death, war, apocalypse.
Me?
Oh, she's scared of herself. Or going dark again.
I'm just scared that if we... And then...
And then, isn't that the good part?
I've been controlling myself and I let myself go. I could just go.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
When we first kissed, I turned into a Warren.
Yep.
Just want you to know that you're safe with me. You can float around and I'll tether you down.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Show
I do
them
like
respect.
them. But I mostly like that Willow is happy. And I think she really needed someone like Kennedy to bring her out of her depression.
I should at least acknowledge the fact that some people might not want to listen to an a cappella concert of people moaning and groaning.
Oh God, they're so loud.
A little jealous, huh?
Of course I am. I'm a lot jealous. I mean, if we're done having sex, other people should just knock it off.
It's like solidarity, guys. Oh shit, are they gonna have sex too? Oh, they think even if Buffy and Spike won't have sex, this might be the most intimate they've ever been together. Oh shit! I really hope they get back together. I'm not gonna lie.
I envy them.
Oh, I thought she was in the room with them.
But they're barely more than animals. Feeding off each other's flesh. It's nauseating.
Rude.
And you're in me. Give me strength no man can have.
You're the only man strong enough to be my vessel.
Wait, what?
I want to feel.
Is this gonna
I
end
want
with
to
like...
wrap my hands around some innocent neck and feel it crack.
Nice, lovely. Like, is it gonna end with the first getting a body at some point, like maybe the next episode, and then we actually can fight the first in the finale. That'd be crazy. I would love that.
Now rouse the bringers. Get them back to work.
Oh god, it's Buffy, isn't it?
Heard you got something in mind.
Shit, this is gonna be bad, right?
I lay one hand on you and you're just a dead little girl.
Lay a hand on me. If you can.
Okay, Buffy, yes. Oh, that's so cool. Oh my god, look at her go.
I think we just found it.
Look at all this.
I don't get it. Why'd they abandon all this?
This is a trap, isn't it? Or just like a fake out? I don't know. Doesn't really look like an arsenal. It's just like a couple of weapons. Nice one, Amanda.
You whore!
Rude.
You really should watch your language. Someone didn't know you. They might think you were a woman-hating jerk.
Oh my god, you dumb fuck! Let's go, Buffy. Oh my god, she just slid in there. Really reminded me of the water monsters from season 2. Go fish. Oh god, should you open that? Oh shit, that's a weapon. What is that? Oh my god, it's like fucking Excalibur, isn't it? Only the word we can pick it out.
Everybody get down!
Yep, fucking great. It was a trap. Well, it didn't explode, it just kept beeping, so that's something. My god, what an intense ending. Oh, Faith better be okay. She better not fucking blow up. I'm gonna be so pissed if she blows up, but... See, y'all should have listened to Buffy because she wasn't the one who was gonna lead you into a trap. Oh my god, I fucking knew it. I knew it was a trap. It was too easy and the weapons were so random. I was like, this ain't an arsenal. There's just like a couple of, spears and maybe swords lying there. Like, who cares? You know, it's not anything crazy and we've never even seen anybody from like the first, this little group use these type of weapons, right? Like the bringers used their little knives. Then we had the Turk-on who is a vampire, so he just used his teeth and claws. So it's, and then Caleb, you know, who just uses his muscles. So like, why did y'all think this was an actual arsenal? Like, this was nothing. Obviously, it was a freaking trap, but Buffy found something and it looks so cool. I'm so excited. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe this is the thing that the prophecy, not the prophecy, or whatever it was written on the wall in the church in the previous episode, was where it said that only she can use it or have it or something. So the she, probably Buffy, the thing has to be this, right? So I'm thinking Buffy maybe can go there, hold it, bring it out of the fucking stone like she's King Arthur. Oh, that's gonna be so good. And then I don't even know what kind of special weapon is this. I mean, it looks cool and it's like a huge axe. It kind of reminds me of Gunn's axe from Angel, but just like this one is a lot cooler looking. So yeah, I wonder if it has any sort of special powers. Like, can it do something crazy, or is it just an axe? It's just a cool looking axe. I have no idea, but I'm excited for the next episode for her to like pick it out. And yes, some also stressed because are Faith and the rest of them dead? Well, who cares about the rest of them? I care about Faith. Anybody else in that group? Who was in that group? Was Xander there? Hope not. No, I don't think he was, right? It was just Kennedy and the others whose names I do not know. Oh, and Amanda. I know her name. Don't really care if any of them die, gotta be honest. Like, as much as I like enjoy watching Kennedy with Willow because I think she's really good for Willow and I think she's helping her a lot with like her grief and like moving past it and just, you know, feeling more confident, like giving more confidence to Willow. I love that. I think it's so good for Willow. I'm honestly kind of worried that if it wasn't for Kennedy, maybe she would have just been kind of stuck in her grief for Tara, which is fair. Like, totally get it. But yeah, I definitely think overall Kennedy has been really good for Willow. I don't know if I like ship them, honestly, but I really don't mind them together. I think for now, I think it's really good for Willow. Even if they are together at the end of the season, or yeah, at the end of the series, in my head they will break up at some point because I don't think Kennedy's Willow's like last love, but I think for now it's perfect and exactly what Willow needed. But yeah, where I was going with this is if Kennedy were to die, I would not care and I would not mind. I would care about Faith dying, and that's pretty much it. I think that's one of the biggest pitfalls of this season. Like, I think it's so difficult, right? Because I think they should have kept the Slayer count to like a really small amount. Like maybe the people we've had at the very beginning, like it was Kennedy and someone else. I don't even know who that person was. Like, you know, the very, very beginning when Giles came back with 3 girls from England and, you know, one of them ran away and then like only 2 were left after that. Like maybe bring in another one after that. But I think they should have kept the count low so that we could learn these characters, learn about them, like them maybe, care about them. And then if they were to die, we would actually feel something. Because the biggest issue is there are too many of them and I don't know their names. Like I don't even know their names. Like I'm sure they said it, but I don't care enough to remember it. And there's just too many for me to actually like try and memorize it. So it's just not really working for me. You know what I mean? Even when in not the previous episode, the one before that, right? In Dirty Girls, you know, when 2 Slayerheads dies, I don't even know who died. Like, if you ask me, I cannot even picture their faces. And that's a problem, because I don't care that they're dead. Like, sure, it's kind of raising the stakes. Like, I understand why they did it, because then they can be expendable, and they can kill them, and then they can make it more exciting. But I think the thing that made it more exciting and more stressful and scary, and shown Caleb's actual, like, evilness and power, was him taking out one of Xander's eyes. I think that would have been enough for me to be extra and super worried about Caleb. So I don't think there was any reason to kill the Slayerettes like that. But then also on the other hand, like I understand there can't just be 3 Slayers, like potential Slayers. Like that doesn't work at all because that's too little. Like, I don't know. Maybe they should have come, or maybe they should have just been killed off before they ever made it here or something. And then that's even more of a stressful situation because there are only 3 potentials left in the whole world. Maybe that would be even crazier, you know? Where it's like a lot of them never even made it here. And now it's even scarier to maybe go into a battle with them because what if they die? So like even then maybe they could have had like 4 potential Slayers. We've had them since, when did they come in? Episode 8? Was it episode 8? Something along those lines. Like midway through the season, 4 new Slayers come in, 4 potentials. We start to get to know them. They can build them up a little bit. We can start caring about them. And then maybe then in Dirty Girls, they could have killed one of them. And then now we would only have like 3 potentials left. So it's like super stressful, right? Because if they die, and then it's just Faith and Buffy. And then if they die, the Slayer line is over. Whereas right now, there's like too many of them. I don't care about them, and it doesn't feel like, oh, it could be the end of the Slayer line, because there's just so many of them. Like, one of them could get away, essentially, right? Like, maybe, possibly. But if it's just the 3 of them, then it's so much more of a stressful situation. And then it could also be more for Buffy, you know, to deal with. Like, maybe even the fight in the previous episode could have been better because, you know, she got one of them killed and now there's only 3. So it's like understandable that maybe they don't want to go back because if they do, they die. But then also the Slayer line is over. I feel like the stakes could have just been a lot higher that way if they had done it. Whereas this way, it's just like, they die? Okay, I don't care. Like, I genuinely don't care if any of these kids die or like girls. So yeah, I think that could have been better. Because then even, you know, Buffy's whole speech about not wanting to get close to them because she doesn't want to lose them. I mean, I know she, you know, turned it around and then said that that's how she always is with everyone. But I feel like it could have been even better. Because right now when she says, oh, I was hard on them and I didn't want to let them get close to me because I was scared that they would die, it doesn't hold much weight with me because I don't feel anything for these characters either. I think it would have been a lot better if as an audience member, I actually cared about these characters and I was worried for them. So then when I would see Buffy act like this towards them, I would be a little bit like come on, Buffy, like, you can't let them die. Like, why don't you like them? But at this point, like, I'm on Buffy's side. So it's just kind of boring in a sense. But like, as an audience member, when Buffy's saying that, like, oh, I never let them get close. And I'm like, yeah, why would you let them close? They're annoying. There's too many of them. Who cares? Instead of me going like, yeah, Buffy, that was kind of bad of you. Like, I understand where you were coming from, but like, again, she recognizes that this is her pattern and she never really lets anybody close. Like, I think the last person she ever really let close to her was Angel. And I think that's the relationship that messed her up so much as well, because she had to kill him to save the world. And I think after that, she really just kept everybody at arm's length because she has been terrified of losing people. So it makes a lot of sense. And I love the psychology of Buffy. I just think from an outside perspective, they could have done so much better, with this storyline, because I do love the idea behind it. I love getting the potential slayers to come here. I love that the first is actually trying to wipe out all the potentials. Like, it's good, it's interesting, it's just not well executed, in my opinion. There's just too many of them for it to be a meaningful and impactful storyline. So yeah, I think with just that one change where we bring the number of Slayers down to 4, maybe would have been so good, And then, yeah, I think everything could have stayed the same, basically. We would just actually care about the potentials, whether they live or die. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it, because like they end the episode with like such a huge cliffhanger, which is good. Like, I'm loving the fact that we're doing cliffhangers for the last 3 episodes. Well, hopefully the next one will have a cliffhanger too. But it's a shame that it's a cliffhanger where I really only worry about Faith, and the rest of them, like, okay, kill them, see if I care, like, that's not how it should feel in this scenario, in this situation. Like, it should be a lot more scary and high stakes, But yeah, as I figured, Buffy and Cole haven't even spoken this episode. There's definitely a huge rift between them. I don't know when it's gonna get fixed and how it's gonna get fixed. That's gonna feel satisfying enough and not just sort of rushed. We have 2 episodes left and we still need to have like a huge battle as well with the first. Don't think I've forgotten about the millions of freaking Uberwams that Buffy dreamt about that one time. So is that happening? Because if it is happening, like, that's gonna be a huge battle. There's a lot going on. And how are we gonna fit this drama into it in a satisfying way? I don't know. I don't know if that's even possible, but I'm hopeful. Obviously, I'm like trusting the writers to make this work, but it just seems like they should have done this storyline a little bit earlier in the season, not gonna lie, if they wanted to do something like this, But yes, that Buffy and Spike scene was phenomenal. I loved it so much. Am I gonna come around to becoming a Buffy shipper at the very last minute? I don't know. I think this Spike with a soul and this Buffy could actually make a good couple, honestly. Like, I think they're maybe at that point in their lives where they would work as a couple. I still don't know if it would be great given all of their history together, I just think there's so much baggage there. I don't know if it could ever truly work, but maybe they will end up together. I don't know, but I really, really liked them this episode. Like, they were so close to each other, so intimate, like truly the most intimate they've ever been together, and they didn't even have sex. Like, you could really feel the love these characters have for each other. Especially Spike. For Buffy, it was good. I really enjoyed that scene, and I really liked Buffy's self-reflection and, Spike reassuring her and telling her why he loves her. Great scene. 10 out of 10. Loved it. Speaking of ending up together, God, I really hope Anya and Xander end up together. Oh, man. I really want them to be happy. It seems like they still... Xander always loved Anya. He was just a little bit of a dummy and didn't talk about his fears with her and then decided to tell her about them on their wedding day. Huge no-no, Xander. Huge no-no. You had plenty of months to discuss this with her. But yeah, so Xander always loved Anya. Anya obviously always loved Xander. She was just extremely hurt by him. So yeah, I wonder if that's something she can move past. Hopefully, maybe, and then they could just end up together and be happy. That'd be great. Thank you. Please and thank you. That's my one wish, for them to be happy at the end. At least we should get one couple, right? Do we get one couple? Is it gonna be Kennedy and Willow? That's not the couple I'm rooting for, you know? That's not the big happy ending I'm expecting. Oh man, I don't know. I'm excited to see how it ends though. It's gonna be a shit show, won't it? It's Buffy the Vampire Slayer after all. There's no way it's gonna have a happy ending. Fun. Excited to see that. But yeah, overall this is a pretty fun episode. A little bit on the slower side, but I did really love getting to see Mayor Wilkins again. That was so fun. Oh my god, yes. I loved his and Faith interactions. So good. Although Faith, like, believing it, that, like, Buffy is a danger. Bitch! A danger to what? To you? Why? What would she, like... Girly, what are you saying? Yeah, she doesn't really like you. Do you blame her? Last time she saw you, you snatched her body and tried to live like her and she almost got killed as you. Like, maybe she isn't over that just yet, because I don't think you apologized for it at all. So it's like, not that surprising that maybe she has a little bit of a problem with you. But why would she kill, or like not even kill you, but I mean, I get the whole, you know, maybe being worried that Buffy will never accept her and never see her as anything else as a killer. That could possibly be true, but the fact that she would be dangerous or like a danger to Faith or the potentials or to this mission when all she's ever tried to do is save people and defeat the evil guy? Like, are you really gonna believe that, Faith? Excuse me. Huh? Just no. Absolutely no. That was so silly of her. But yes, it was fun to see the mayor again. He's such a fun character. And also now we learned that apparently the first like truly becomes them. Like it has all the memories and the personality, but it's just doing its own thing, like what the first wants. It's cool to know because it has been kind of crazy how much, you know, with like characters like Drew, you know, that the first actually became Drew. It's cool that it was actually true in a sense. Like, I love that. I love that we actually kind of get to see these characters again, but not really, but like we did. So yeah, that was cool. I like that revelation. Also the revelation that the first is inside of Caleb. Like Caleb is a vessel for the first. I don't really understand what that means. And how come Caleb is the only one who can be the vessel for the first? Like, is it because he's just so evil as is? I don't know. I want to learn more about that because that was like a very interesting line and I don't really understand what it means exactly, but I'm curious. Also, the things Universe was saying about like wanting to be able to touch someone, well, break their neck basically. But yeah, it just made me think that it'd be cool if maybe the first could get corporeal, like maybe have a corporeal form for the final battle and then we could actually just kill the first. That'd be so cool. I would love that so much, so I hope that's what happens. So yeah, overall this was a pretty good episode and next up is the penultimate episode. Yay, I'm so excited. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reaction, and as always, a huge shout out to my Patreons for supporting me. Thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. I really appreciate every single one of you. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Yay! I'm so excited. Bye! I tried so hard, but all these scars, they cut so deep, I bleed. I fell so fast from heaven, it's like someone clipped my